it's Marcy from Winona Public Library with another STEAM activity that you can do at home. We're going to make something called Heron's fountain today. This is a fountain that's going to move water without a pump and without any kind of electricity or motor, just the forces of gravity and a few other forces that we're going to learn about. So Heron's fountain was originally designed by a guy named Heron, or Hero, and he was a Greek engineer who lived about 2,000 years ago. He used his contraption to demonstrate the laws of hydraulics, which is liquids that are moving, and pneumatics, which is gases that are moving. We're going to make a simplified version today that's super cool, and you're going to create your own water fountain. So to do this, you're going to need a couple mason jars. You would need one that's a liter, and then one that's a pint. So a big one and a little one. The little one, you're going to need it to have a lid that has a middle part that comes out. And then you'll also need something that's waterproof but cardboard, so like milk carton, ice cream carton, or something like that, even juice. You'll need 3 straws and some duct tape, and then of course a sink and some water to run your fountain in. We're going to start by cutting open the cardboard container and use the little lid to draw a circle on it. Now cut out the cardboard circle. So now we're going to make our straws. We need one really long straw that's basically 2 straws stuck together, and then one that is shorter. So I've stuck these 2 straws together by just pushing one into the other. Then I'm going to take a little piece of duct tape and use that to seal it. You don't need the duct tape, you can use any kind of tape, but if it happens to be waterproof, that helps because we're going to use it for a fountain. Just going to wrap that in tape so it's all sealed up. Next, we're going to punch 2 holes in the cardboard circle. You can use a hole punch for this if you have one, or just kind of make an opening with the point of your scissors. Now we're going to stick the straws through the holes in our cardboard circle. This is going to be a tight squeeze, so just try to push it through and make sure that there's no gaps between the straw and the cardboard. So the long straw, we want it to stick out about 1 inch on the other side, and then with the short straw, that's just one we didn't have to tape at all. We want to push it through so that there's about 3 inches on the other side. We're going to push that through. There it goes. Right like that. Okay, so now I'm here at the sink because it's time for the fun part. We are going to take the small jar and fill it about 2/3 full with water. About there. Yeah, it's 2/3, maybe I'll dump out a little bit. And then we're going to put the cap into the jar. All right, I finally got it. So see how one of the straws is in the water and the other one's not? That is perfect. Ready? Here we go. We're gonna put the short straw into the big jar, and then we're gonna see if a fountain happens. Whoop! Check it out. It's working! Okay, I'm gonna put the camera back over there so you can see how the water is running down into the sink, and it's coming out of the big jar, so the big jar is going down, and the little jar is staying the same, and the extra water is going down the sink. That is super cool. Thank you, physics. Oh, that might be the end of my fountain. Okay, so if you have any issues with it or it doesn't work, check all of your seal points where the tape is to make sure that they're fully sealed, because you need it to be a really closed system. What's going on here is that the water draining out of the long straw of the tiny jar is lowering the air pressure in this small jar, and that's what makes the water from the bigger jar climb up the straw and defy gravity and make the fountain. So it's actually really, really cool that the air pressure is strong enough to counter gravity. And this will work as long as the tube's draining end is lower than the intake end and the system is airtight. You can find examples of Heron's fountain online. His actual design was a lot more elaborate, and he reused the water so that the fountain could just keep bubbling and didn't go down the drain. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna do this again because it was so much fun. I hope that you have success with it at home too. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.